My name is Sally Bafo. I'm an adopted parent and also an adoption specialist. And I'm going to give you another tip, which is when it comes to adopting. You decided now that you're interested in going forward with adoption. But one of the other considerations that you need to have is whether or not the idea of adoption or fostering is what it is you're committed to. Remember, adoption is where you are taking on the care of a child for life. The child is your child, except by blood. In every sense of the word, legally, that child is yours. Fostering is where you're taking care of a child for the local authority who will pay you to care for that child until the child reaches the age of maturity and they may move on. A lot of it is desirable, of course, when they move on, that you retain contact with that child so they have links with you. You become like a quasi-extended family for them. But the important thing is the permanence of adoption and the temporariness of foster care. You need to be clear in my mind as to which of those two you're most drawn to. Now, if you decide that you want to go down the route of adoption, which is what this is really all about, one of the areas you need to consider is your level of commitment to that. Commitment to adoption being that you are committed to this concept for life. Difficult or not, through thick and thin. Do you have the resilience? Do you have the stickability to stick with it regardless? Lots will be thrown at you. The child may turn out to be very, very challenging. The child will probably come with a lot of baggage from the experience of their lives before they came to you. Either experience of their life with their birth family, where they may have experienced neglect. There may have been issues of alcohol abuse or even drug abuse, or there may even have been medical issues where the parents are concerned in terms of mental health issues and the like. You have to be prepared for any uncertainty that comes with this child. That's the area of permanence that I'm talking about. And to be honest with you, even though the initial stages might always seem very difficult, you'll be amazed at how much one is able to shift the situation, just sticking with it and working through the difficulties as they arise. And for those people who thought they were looking to replace a child that they never had, and that may be a motivation, you begin to see that the gap begins to narrow in terms of the difference between you and that child begins to narrow, because of course you get to know them better, they get to know you better, you understand each other more, the child takes on the values that you're able to instill in them, and therefore you become more alike than you are unalike as time progresses. So let me go over it and say that the important thing is your commitment and the level at which you're at mentally to take on this challenge. You also need to find out from your partner, if you're going as a couple, whether your level of commitment and enthusiasm matches your husband or your wife's level of commitment. It is very important that it matches, because if your partner's commitment is lukewarm, it's all going to be magnified once the child gets placed. So the two of you need to arrive at a place where you have equal commitment to adoption so that you can move forward to it and encourage each other in the process.